Okay, we're all set.
Thanks. Our mission, Helping Parents Heal, is a nonprofit organization dedicated to assisting bereaved parents. Through support and resources offered, we aspire to help individuals become shining light parents, meaning a shift from a state of emotional heaviness to one of hopefulness and greater peace of mind. Helping Parents Heal goes a step beyond other groups by allowing the open discussion of spiritual experiences and afterlife evidence in a non-dogmatic way. Helping Parents Heal affiliate groups welcome everyone, regardless of religious or non-religious background, and encourage open dialogue. Attendance at all Helping Parents Heal meetings is voluntary. All discussions that take place at affiliate-led meetings are confidential. We hope that participants will learn from and share with each other. Zoom meetings run by Helping Parents Heal leadership are not confidential. These meetings typically feature guest presenters and are posted on YouTube so that affiliate members worldwide can watch and benefit. Neither type of Helping Parents Heal meeting is designed to replace traditional therapy or spiritual counseling. Helping Parents Heal offers a wide variety of speakers, allowing parents to learn about the many possible ways to heal. This includes presenters covering progressive topics such as afterlife evidence and connecting with children who have passed. The views expressed by our guest speakers may or may not reflect the opinions of Helping Parents Heal leaders and members, so we ask that you take from their presentations whatever may benefit you personally.
Great, thank you so much, Kathy. And I'll just read very short bio for Pauline. Pauline writes that she's been touched by with the gift of clairvoyance since she was 12 years old. Her abilities have developed further over the years, and she now works as an international clairvoyant and medium. She travels across Great Britain and Europe, giving private readings and spiritual healing. Her work involves offering spiritual teaching. Her greatest pleasure is witnessing the joy on people's faces after offering guidance and delivering messages from their loved ones in spirit to help people on their journey through life. Please join Kathy and myself in welcoming Pauline to our meeting. Welcome, Pauline. Thanks for being here, and thank you for helping us do this.
You're very, very welcome, and good evening, everybody, and welcome. It's daytime for you, but it's late at night for me. So as usual, the children started to gather this afternoon, so I've made some notes here. So I would ask you to listen, and if you understand any part of it or some of it, then give me the opportunity to bring your loved one closer to you. Now, the first thing I got was just a name. So I'm just going to use this name. Does anybody have a link with the name of Jody?
If you do, if you could please post it in the chat. And yes, Kathy wrote the name Jody. So is this a child in spirit,
Yes.
Pauline?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll wait to see if anyone can take that. Okay. Gertie is saying Joey. So I don't know if you definitely heard Jody, or if it could possibly be Joey.
It could be Joey. It just came, just a name. That's all I got.
Okay. Would you like to speak with her? Do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask her to unmute, and then Kathy, if you could spotlight when she does. Hi, Gertie. Can you unmute, please, and make sure your camera is on?
Hi.
Hi there. There you are.
Hi.
My camera's on.
Okay.
Hi. So, hello. So you understand this as Joey?
Yes.
A boy?
Yes.
Right. Okay. And a boy that was full of fun and laughter?
Yes.
Right. Okay. He's showing me himself riding a bicycle, so I feel he's just wanting to show me his life. Yeah.
Yeah. He got plenty of those while he was growing up.
Right. Okay. He's he tells me he was quite I don't want to say a naughty kid. He was into everything.
He was a daredevil.
Yeah, absolutely. Into everything. He would try anything. He was frightened of nothing. Frightened of
Yes.
nothing. And did he have something like a skateboard? Because I can see that being used as well.
It's hanging in his room. Yeah.
You. Bless you. Good. All right. And a great interest in, it looks like, I don't know if I want to say it's football or an American sport. It's very different to what we do. Very, very interested in that. He said that he realizes he was quite a trial to live with. That's quite an English expression, but I feel you really had to have your wits about you to cope with him.
No, he was easy.
Right. He tells me that he was full of life, full of fun, was never still. It was like having a whirlwind round you. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, in a way.
Okay. All right. But as he steps forward now and shows me himself, he shows me himself as a young man.
Mm.
You understand that?
Yes. Yes, that's when he was a little wild.
A young man, and to want to remind you of the care that you showered him with in his growing up time, and he would come to you if he needed things, if he needed to sit and talk. And I feel he was a great talker. That's the feeling I get. He would want to sit. I want quite an affectionate young man as well.
Yes.
And
Very.
I want him to put his arm around you and hold you, and he has tears in his eyes because he said he was taken away too soon, too soon. And today he's here to, there has to be some sort of a birthday or a celebration in the family at this time.
Today's my dad's birthday.
Thank you. Because he's brought a cake. They always bring cakes for me to celebrate this life. And to tell you, he's met up with so many old friends, family members, animals, pets, all of that sort of thing as well. And you've kept a lot of his things, he's telling me.
Yes.
And I also want some sort of a notebook that he would have written in.
Yeah, his college papers.
Right. Okay. He says that you often feel his energy around you.
Yes.
And he's very pleased about that, because he says that they can't just come and grab hold of us, but they can make us aware of their presence. And a couple of times you've turned, but you've seen him, and in no time at all he's gone, because it's in your peripheral vision. Don't turn your head, just keep looking forward.
That happened today.
Wonderful, wonderful. He comes here to just remind you of how special you are as well. Because he said it's not all about us. He said it's about where we've come from as well, and the struggle that you've had to try and cope with this. And he says he hopes that you can pull out some of the wonderful memories that he left. But lots and lots of friends he had. But he's got such a beautiful smile. And did he have particularly lovely teeth? Because he keeps showing me his teeth.
Yeah, he did.
Particularly lovely teeth. And shows me like caps and hats he would have worn. All of
Many.
that sort of thing. But he said it all ended very quickly. So I do get a sudden finish. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
And people didn't get a chance to say goodbye to him. He didn't get a chance to say how he felt, but he's here today to tell you how much he loves you, the family, and everything that was ever done for him.
Oh, and he is loved as well.
Yeah, I know that. I know that. But just remember that he loves as much as you love too. And the memories, the memorials you've done, everything around, he recognizes it all and wants to say thank you. So I do hope that helps you today.
Thank you.
Bless you. Thank you for
Well,
working.
That was amazing. Wonderful. We're so happy for you, Gertie. And don't forget, if you want to send something to Elizabeth, she loves to put these validations in the newsletter with our kids, and we'll put her email address in the chat.
Right. Now, the next youngster that came, male again, but this was a terminal condition, and I don't believe it happened. I don't believe it was something he was born with. I believe it was something that just came about, but a feeling of being unwell. And then he takes me to a time when he was in bed. He would have loved music, but particularly drums. I don't know if he actually played the drums, but he makes me aware of that. And I feel he lost a lot of body weight, and I feel he had lovely hair, but this started to not be as nice, and he found it a great difficulty to communicate with people, because I do feel that there was something there within his chest area that I'm feeling this breathlessness coming around him. I haven't got a name for this young man, and does anybody understand? But I think the drums are quite important, whether he liked drums, played drums, or there's something about the drums with him.
Okay, if anybody can take any of that, please type it into the chat.
Is that one there? Somebody's son passed with.
Marisol, her son passed with cancer.
Okay.
Right. Was there any interest in music or drumming music, that sort of thing?
If you could type that in the chat, Marisol, please. I think she's chatting. I can see her on the screen. I don't think anyone else. He played the drums and piano. So,
Fabulous.
okay.
Fabulous.
I've asked you to unmute, Marisol, if you could please unmute. Hi there.
Hi.
There she is.
Now that's really interesting. I was really drawn to you when I saw you on the screen. So good evening and welcome. He came in, he was the second one to come in. And was he tall? Was he a tall person? Because that's the
5'11".
He was 5'11". Thank you. That's the feeling I get with him. And would he, in his growing up period, did he sort of put his arm around and tap you on the head, my little mum? Yeah.
All the time. Because I'm very short. I'm only 4'11".
Yeah, tiny, and he says, I just tapped her on the head. And I feel at times he'd try and pick you up as well. Full of fun. This boy is really, really, really excited to be here today. But he has the most amazing eyes. I want to say his eyes were his finest point as he looks at me. And his hair is lovely now. But he talks about the fact that he had trouble communicating. So would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. He talks about his life, so many plans, so much he wanted to do. I want to be outside with him. And he said, suddenly I became unwell. But he said I felt he knew in himself this was something quite serious that was happening here. And in no time at all, it had really got hold of him. And even when he was poorly, he would still smile as much as he possibly could, and continue to make you laugh. Even though you might be sitting by his bed crying, he would still be trying to make you laugh.
Yes.
In his growing up time, he was a practical joker. Did he play basketball? Because I can see him just putting this ball in the top there.
He was a swimmer.
He was a swimmer, but did he ever play basketball?
When he was little.
Right, okay. But I want a love of animals. I want to see him holding funny little things in his hands he picks up. He was frightened of nothing, frightened of absolutely nothing. And shows me a particular jacket. Did he have a leather jacket?
No leather. No leather.
Right. It's just showing me this black jacket. It looks like leather to me.
It's black.
It's a black jacket. All right. He loved his clothes. He shows me his shoes. He shows me his bedroom. Shows me all of that. But I want to say to you, he's here today because it's a special occasion. So there's something special going on around your family at this time. It's a special occasion, which would be a birthday, a celebration.
A little bit before we had our anniversary.
A big anniversary?
Wedding anniversary.
Yeah, a big one, a special one?
26 years.
Oh yeah, that's special. 25 is silver, so you've gone over the top for that. All right. But he wants to know if you recognize the fact that he's there, he comes.
I feel him.
Good, good. Do you sew? Do you have a sewing box or something to do with the sewing box he's telling me about?
Just a small one.
Right. Did he like it? Was there something he used to interfere with or do? Or?
No.
Okay. There's something about the sewing box. I don't often get stuff like that. But he shows me his profile now, and he really was a lovely looking lad, lovely looking. And he said during his life, even when he was very ill, you did everything within your power to make him happy, to make him happy. And he shows me him in bed here. But did you keep him at home for quite a long time?
Well, he was sick, yes, 5 months at home.
At home, 5 months at home, okay. And that was a really difficult time. But you must bake cakes and do stuff like that, because I can see him showing me all these things that he would have loved to eat. But I feel like I want to just put water on his lips to keep his mouth moist. Did you do that?
I did that, yes.
That for him, just to moisten his lips. And I want to wipe his eyes as well, because I feel he had absolutely no strength at all. And I can hear him saying to me, it wasn't fair, but life's not fair, we know that. But what I want to say to you tonight is, remember him and smile, because he's here today for that very special reason. And wherever that black jacket is, it's very special to him.
It is.
So I hope I've helped you tonight.
You did. Thank you very much.
And there's something about that sewing box, so maybe you need to go and have a look in it, see what's in it.
No. The sewing box. I will.
Good. Okay.
Beautiful, Marisol. We're so happy for you. That's wonderful.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Right, okay. So that's better. We're on full screen again now. So the next, this is a young man who got married and had children, and then he became unwell, and that's all he's given me. But I know he was married, and I know he had children, and I want to talk to his mother tonight.
Okay. If anyone can take this, please type in the chat. Looks like the boys are taking over today, Pauline.
They're definitely taking over.
Okay.
So have we got anybody that understands him?
Not yet. You have anything else, Pauline?
I do feel there was some kind of a disagreement in the family, which was something and nothing, and he just wants to make sure that that's all sorted out now.
Okay.
But it's his mum, because I do feel he was very close to his mother. I want to say maybe 25, somewhere in that sort of age.
Okay. This might be for someone who'll watch the recording later. I don't know.
Okay.
Or someone that hasn't joined yet.
Shall I move on?
I think so. Yes. And, you know, if someone does write anything in the chat, we'll make sure we go back to them.
Okay. Now we have a young girl shows herself to me, and she was absolutely lovely. I want long hair, but she got involved with some kind of a drug, some kind of addictive drug, and she became very thin. And I'm looking at her face, and her eyes are very, very sad looking. Almost went into herself. She wouldn't talk about it with her family. She became so addicted to it, she lost her battle, and she wants to talk to her mother and father. I do feel that she wants to try and explain what was happening with her, almost as if she'd lost her confidence and she thought this was going to give her confidence, but it was also a case of mixing with the wrong people that were feeding her these terrible things.
Okay. Wait and see if anyone can take that. Kathy's going to write that in the chat. Anyone here can take that, please type in the chat to us so we can unmute you and spotlight you. Elizabeth did text me. There were a few people having trouble getting on. So I don't know, Pauline, it could be for someone. We do have someone whose daughter passed from fentanyl poisoning.
So would that be something that would be addictive? We don't have fentanyl.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. All right. Well, I'm going to ask Michelle to unmute. Hi, Michelle. Can you please unmute?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Michelle. Thank you for coming
Hi.
forward here. So, do you understand that? Would she have had long hair? Beautiful girl.
Yeah, she had long, beautiful hair, very thick, and yes.
Okay. I have to interrupt 1 second. Michelle, you aren't driving, are you?
No, I am not.
Okay. Thank you.
No.
Okay. And this habit, this awful habit, had got hold of her, and she lost the will to live. Really, that's what I feel was going on with her here. But she's here today because she wants to try and explain how she was feeling, and I just feel she'd lost her confidence in something. But she was so pretty, and I can see her. She takes me back, and I can see her having a whole load of fun here. But did she get hurt in a romance? Was there something going on emotionally with her?
I don't know. She wasn't always very open.
Right.
But
I
yes, I think that there were some things going on, yes.
Definitely.
With her peers and things.
I do feel she's very closed. She's very closed. She was nervous within herself, but more than capable. But she hadn't got the courage to just say, "Yeah, I can do that," and go and do it. That's
Yeah.
what I feel. But this awful stuff gave her the confidence for just, I don't know how long it lasts. I don't know anything about it. But she said it gave her the confidence to be able to laugh and dance and do exactly what she wanted with no inhibitions. It was the fact of that she had these inhibitions about herself. And I feel that came from a relationship that went wrong, and she lost her confidence because I feel that person was quite narcissistic.
Okay.
But here today to talk and to try and help you through this terrible grief that you're struggling with.
Okay.
And I do feel that you talk and you do talk to her, but I feel you're saying, why did you do this? And it was almost like being past the point of no return. She couldn't pull back. She couldn't pull back from it. And she didn't want you becoming involved or becoming too upset with what was happening. So she hid a lot from you.
Yes.
But here today to say that she's free from all that now, but misses you so much. She gives me a heart to give.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've got a heart in memory of her, but she gives me this heart that she wants to give to you today, and she blows a kiss to you and wants to reach out and hold your hand. I do feel that she's been with you in your dream state as well, and she's around you an awful lot.
Okay.
And she doesn't want you to go through life feeling bitter, because this was something that was out of your control. You tried everything you could. I can see that. And she said, take
Yeah,
yourself
we did.
back. Take yourself, even to locking her in a room. Did you lock her in a room?
We tried. She had a mind of her own. Gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
We tried everything with this
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
I can see that. There's a wild child here, but lovely.
She was, yeah.
Absolutely stunning. But wants you to know that she's free from all that now, and she watches and smiles at the family that she was part of. And I have to send you her love. And thank you so much for coming forward.
Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. Bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Take care.
Beautiful. So happy for you, Michelle.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
So back to the males again, I'm afraid. Back to the males. I've got a young lad, and he came through and he showed himself on a bike. Looks like a motorbike to me, that type of thing. And there was an accident, but he keeps taking me to his head. He said it was a head injury. He was quite capable of riding this thing, but he did ride fast. He almost had no fear of anything. He lived life to the full. He lived life on the edge of everything, but comes in smiling. But I do feel that there's something about the crash helmet as well, something about his head and the crash helmet he's talking about. Massive, massive head injury here. But here, just to come and say hello again, because I do feel, again, this was so quick, nobody got a chance to say goodbye to him.
Okay, we have a few people. Christine is saying motorcycle head injury. Sarah said her son passed in a car accident, head injury. Christine said sudden death. I think Elena said head injury. But did you specifically say motorbike?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay, I think this is for Christine. Kathy, what do you think?
Yes, yeah, I think so.
Okay. Oh, she said not a
Not
motorbike.
a motorbike.
Well, she said motorcycle head injury. So I've asked Christine to unmute so she can clarify that. Hi, Christine.
Hi, it wasn't a motor, but he rode a motorcycle, but he died from a head wound, but it wasn't the motorcycle that caused the injury.
Okay.
Was there something about this crash helmet that was, because he keeps showing me a crash helmet?
He had a helmet that he gotten for Christmas. He never got to wear it, but he got a motorcycle helmet that he was really proud of for Christmas.
Is something really important about the helmet, but there's definitely a head injury. Would you understand that?
Yes, absolutely.
Right. Okay. All right. Can I work with you?
Yes, absolutely.
Right. So I just need to clarify this. So I actually wrote down bike, road, accident, head injury. So
the only thing that doesn't fit is he didn't die from a motorcycle accident. He
right.
Actually transitioned himself.
Right. Okay. Okay. But it's the crash helmet that he keeps showing me. So if you understand that crash helmet.
Yeah, the way that makes sense to me is he had a helmet that he bought for Christmas that he was really excited about and very proud of.
Right. Okay.
But,
can I work with you? Is there anybody else before I carry on?
Kathy, do you see anything else?
We've got The only thing I see is that Yelena saying her son's best friend passed on a motorcycle with a head injury.
No, I think I'd like to work with you, Christine. Okay, I might come back there later, but I want to work with you. So, would you understand that he, it almost feels like he was really sort of happy-go-lucky, and then there was a change in his character.
Yeah, he had both sides to him. He could be happy-go-lucky, but he also had some really heavy things too.
It's very deep, very, very deep. All right, and I feel that when he'd gone into these deep modes, you couldn't reach him. He was unreachable.
Right, absolutely.
And he didn't understand it himself, because he says it was like almost being two people, the one and then the other. And,
Yeah.
And would there also have been a depression around him as well?
Yes. Yeah.
A severe depression. All right.
Yep.
So what he's showing me is that he actually uses the words escaped from life.
Yeah.
And by him saying that to me, although it was showing me the helmet was to get me to you, for him to be able to come forward and try and help you understand why this happened. Because I feel that you've punished yourself, what did you do wrong? Why couldn't you see it? But the depth of despair that I'm feeling around him was so deep, you couldn't reach him. You just couldn't reach him. But he wants to say to you that all that anxiety that he felt, and I'm looking at his hands. Did he actually bite his fingernails right down?
Yeah, he would chew his fingernails.
Because that's a sure sign of me of this deep rooted depression in him. And here today to tell you that although this happened, he managed to find a place where he could reach peace and sanctuary, and he couldn't really explain to people how he felt. He couldn't sit down and talk about it, because I just see him huddled in a ball, just not wanting to talk to anybody. But he wants you to know and understand that none of this was anything to do with the family. It was within himself, almost like he lost confidence in who he was. He lost that confidence, and he knows how much pain and suffering this has caused. But here today to try and lift it and try and get you to understand that it wasn't anybody's fault, it was his own choice. That's what he wants to say. But again, he's here today because I do feel that this time is a special time, whether it's somebody's birthday or whether somebody's had good news. But he's here today to help the family to stand up again and be able to move forward in life. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So I've got to go back to this crash helmet. Did you keep it?
Yeah, I still have it. I don't know what to do with it.
Just
He
keep
loved it.
Just
Okay.
keep it. Whether you want to put it in a box and put it away, but I do feel it was his pride and joy. It was everything he wanted.
Yeah.
And I do want to say to you, as a mum, you gave him everything you possibly could, everything. And it hurt you so badly that you couldn't actually reach in and get him, to get him to come back. And that's love that he comes with today, deep-rooted love for everything. And wants you to try and remember the fun times when he was outrageous. And I hope that helps you.
It does. Thank you very much.
Bless you, and thank you very much for working with me. Thank you.
That's wonderful. We're so happy for you, Christine.
Right. Okay. Now, I have got some girls here, so I think I'm going to leave these new two boys here and come down to the girl. And this is quite an interesting one, because this young girl, there's a description of this young girl when she came in. It sounded like Carly, but I think Carly was just showing me so that I could get to the mother of this young girl and talk to her. So I want a young girl, and she became unwell. She was full of life, very, very beautiful. But I feel she suddenly used to feel tired and fatigued, and there were loads of blood tests being done on her. I feel there were blood clots. I feel there was breathing problems, and there was something massive around her lungs. I do feel she fought this, but unfortunately she lost the battle with it. But I don't know how old I want to say she is, whether I want to say she's 18, 20, something like that, but stunningly, stunningly beautiful again. Does anybody understand this young girl?
Okay, we'll wait to see if anyone can take this. Please type it in the chat. All right, Beth is saying her daughter passed from DKA. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I'm assuming it has something to do with blood clots. We'll wait and see if anybody else. Beth, if you could just type in, diabetic ketoacidosis. Okay.
And I can see her walking along a beach as well.
Okay. Beth, did your daughter have blood clots associated with the ketoacidosis with diabetes? I'm not familiar with that. Debbie said her. Okay. Shara is Carmen on the meeting. I don't know. So, all right. Debbie is saying that her daughter was 38 and died from pneumonia. Debbie, did she have blood clots associated? Okay. Beth said she had blood clots in her legs. I think this is for Beth. Kathy, what do you think? I don't know if we should unmute Beth and possibly Debbie.
I'm. And the age too, very important.
So Debbie's daughter. So we have two people,
Okay.
Pauline, that are taking blood clots.
Yeah.
And Debbie's daughter had pneumonia, which is a breathing. Emma had a pulmonary embolism. Okay, but Shar is the person on the meeting whose daughter passed from a pulmonary embolism. I don't see
a Carmen.
Carmen's not on. So no, she's not. Okay, well, she can listen to this recording later and see. So Pauline, we have two moms that are taking. One of them, though, her daughter did have pneumonia and she had blood clots. So you said a breathing problem.
Yeah, breathing problem. Yeah.
Okay. I think we'll ask Debbie, and then if it's not, Kathy,
Yeah,
you
that sounds
agree?
right. Yeah. That
Okay. Okay. Hi, Debbie. Can you unmute, please? Hi, Debbie. Okay.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi.
I'm not hearing her very well.
No, it's not a great audio connection. Yeah, your signal is not good, Debbie.
Okay, Debbie, let me talk to you, and then it might just be you've got to do your head or that, just so we can get this over to you. So she was young, she became unwell.
Okay. All right.
I want blood clots, but I want breathing with the lungs really bad.
Can you take that, Debbie? Did she have trouble breathing?
When she died, she was intubated. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And full of life?
I'm sorry, what?
Full of life?
Oh,
Very
absolutely.
happy-go-lucky
Yes.
girl.
Yes.
Loads of plans, always planning for the future, what she's going to do, what she's going to wear. I see a pile of clothes on the bed where she couldn't make her mind up, but laughing and giggling all the time. And then this came around her, and it struck her down quite quickly.
Well, Ashley's illness came on. How do I do this?
We can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you,
Oh,
Deb.
okay. Oh,
We can hear you.
sorry. She was, yeah, she was sick though for several months before she was becoming sick, very,
Yeah.
very tired, very tired.
Yeah, very tired. Unwell.
Tired was a huge thing with her, very unwell, very tired. She had had breathing problems due to COVID also.
Yeah.
And towards the end, she got pneumonia twice,
Okay.
and she ended up dying from pneumonia.
Right. And were there blood clots there?
She had a blood clotting condition for the last 5 weeks of the hospital all over her body.
Right. Okay. That all fits. And so let me take you back now. Let me take you back when she was okay. And I want to say she danced about a lot. She was full of life. She was never still.
She did dance.
So this massive change in her to what this feeling, I mean, I can see her going and laying down, and then she'd try and get up and get on with life again. But it almost felt as if she'd got no energy. It was her energy that was lacking here.
Oh, absolutely. No energy. And she would try to get up off the couch and do the things she had to do. And then she just had to lie down again. She was completely exhausted,
Absolutely.
tired all the time.
But she wants to take you back to when she was okay. Did you take us somewhere where there were rock pools? So a shoreline with rocks and rock pools, and I can see her poking around in the rock pools and the hair blowing in the wind and just generally enjoying life and really happy and giggling and laughing a lot. She holds an apple out to me. So the significance of fruit, an apple.
I can't think of anything like that. I mean, when she was a teenager, we did take her to the West Coast and to rock pools.
Rock pools. So would she eat fruit, apples, all that sort of stuff then?
Well, towards the end, the only thing she could eat was fruit.
Right, that's why we're getting the fruit. But I see her with chocolate all round her face as well, because I do feel she liked junk food. She did like junk food.
Yes, yes.
And she shows me milkshakes, like strawberry milkshake she wants to drink. But I can see her dancing. I can see lights and sort of like a nice party atmosphere. She shows me a very pretty pink dress.
Pink. She wasn't all pink. She had a pink pattern dress. She also had a beautiful red dress that she would wear. But I'm not sure about exactly an all pink dress.
Right. She says pink. So that tells me also she was a girly girl. She liked girly things.
She did. Yeah.
She went through a period of time of jeans and trainers and things like that, but she was quite a pretty girl. But I can see her getting quite upset here, and she said she missed out on so much because she hadn't got the energy to get up and go and do it.
Yes, she did. She was so tired.
And to come forward, and she wraps her arms around your neck, and she just wants to say thank you, just thank you, because you would have tried everything within your power to make her happy, and she knows that. and I want to be just moving her hair out of her face and just holding her hands. And did you paint her nails for her? There's something about her fingernails.
No, not in her later years. I don't
When she was
remember
younger?
that. When she was younger, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
My nails, she said, painted my nails. And did you
Hmm.
braid her hair? She calls it
I
braid.
did when she was younger.
That's fine.
When she was younger.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
okay. Braiding her hair. And she must have liked soft toys as well, because she's showing herself as quite a youngster now. And she's got like a stuffed rabbit she's holding on to.
She did have, I'm trying to think, did she have a rabbit? She had a lot of stuffed animals and she loved stuffed toys. Even when she was older, she loved stuffed toys.
She did. She had a very gentle heart, this girl. And what do I mean by that? There was no harshness around her. She was just gentle. And that came from her upbringing. You have to know that.
Mm.
And she
Yeah,
now
she was full of love. She was a giver.
she now hands me a ring. So is there a special ring you've kept or something to do with a ring connecting to her?
I've been wearing a blue ring, a blue gem ring that she had that I just found actually. I've been wearing it.
Good, good. That's wonderful. So know she's there with you, and take your mind back to when she could dance and laugh and full of fun. And just a huge thank you, and just so very, very sad, but she's okay. I need you to know that she's okay.
Thank you. Yeah, she loved to dance. She sure
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Thank you.
Dancing.
Beautiful. We're so happy for you, Debbie. That's wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right, there's another female here because the boys seem to be taking over in here tonight. Thank you for working with me, Debbie. And this little girl was born with in UK we would call it learning difficulties. I don't feel she could talk. I almost feel she was laid in like a bean bag, but she had a very happy, chuckling, laughing face. And her eyes were very expressive. Her eyes said everything about her. She didn't speak, but she made you aware of her needs. I do feel that she had to have physio. I want to sort of put her across somebody's knee and bang her back to keep her chest clear. She's just so insistent on coming forward tonight to talk to. I think it's her mum she's looking for here. So does anybody understand this lovely daughter?
Yeah. We'll wait to see if anyone can take this. So she never spoke,
No, she never
Pauline?
spoke. I feel
Okay.
she gurgle and make noises, but no words, because her mouth, by the looking of her teeth, her mouth wasn't formed that she could talk, but she could get hold of you and make you aware of what she wanted.
Okay, we'll wait just a minute. I don't think anyone is taking it.
No, nobody.
No, nobody's taking anything, Pauline.
Then I've had a couple of really quick ones come in. I want a car accident, but I think there were 4 in the car, and that's all I'm getting. But I don't know if it hit a tree, but it hit something and stopped suddenly. So a car accident.
Okay. And you're not getting male or female, it's just,
Mixed.
okay.
Male is in the car. I get this strong feeling that one survived.
Okay. Sarah said her son was in a car accident. There were 4 people involved.
Okay.
Okay. Angela, were there 4 people in the car during the accident? Angela said her daughter passed in a car accident. but I have a feeling this is, Angela said there were 3 people. Sarah said there were 4 people. Do you want to speak to Sarah?
Yeah.
And okay. Hi, Sarah, can you unmute?
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi there.
Hi. Thank you for coming on. So 4 in the car.
No, there were 2 in the car, but 2 in the car that hit them. So I don't know if that works.
I'm feeling this hit something like a wall or a tree.
Well, the 2 cars hit each other, and then my son's car kind of flipped and hit the like guardrail. So I don't know, that might not be for me.
Okay. Okay. I've just got 4 rung round, so I don't want to make things fit. Let me just see if there's one thing I can pull out of this that you could say, yeah, that's definitely him. Was there a particular college scarf he had that was kept, or
Did you say college scarf?
a college scarf,
Um,
or a special scarf he wore?
no.
No, then I don't feel that is for you. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Sorry. So, Pauline, Angela said there were 3 people in the car, so I don't know.
I've definitely got 4 in a car.
Okay.
Do you want me to leave this one?
Kathy, what do you think?
Well, I'm wondering with Angela if there was somebody like what Sarah was just saying, there were 2 in one car, 2 in the other. With Angela, were there 3 in one car and 1 in the other?
And Angela, Jessica's saying, Angela said yes, 3 in one car, 1 in the other. And Jessica is saying that there were 5 boys in a car and they hit a tree.
They hit a tree. Is there anyone there that can understand this boy that came forward and showed me this? I want to call it like a college scarf, a scarf they would have had.
Okay, so Angela or Jessica, do you have a scarf from your son? Jessica said no scarf. Angela said no scarf.
Okay, not getting very far. Right, that was just the way I was gonna. But it looks as if this car's hit a tree. That's what I do.
Okay. Did you want to speak to Jessica since there were 5 boys in the car and it hit a tree?
Yeah, somebody's just put something in about somebody had a scarf at the bottom, but that's disappeared.
Yelena said her son loved to wear a scarf. He didn't pass in a car accident.
No, okay, all right.
5 boys in the car that hit the tree.
Did one survive out of those?
Jessica, did anyone survive the accident? If you could type that in the chat, please. Yes, Elena, there is piggybacking always during these gallery readings. Jessica said 2 survived.
Okay, now that I'm just getting 1 survived and 3
Okay.
hit a tree.
So you want to let that go, or did you want to speak to Jessica?
I can speak to Jessica, see if that'll make it.
Okay, sure. Hi, Jessica. Can you unmute, please?
I can. Hello. Hello, Pauline. We actually spoke a few days ago. So if this doesn't fit, I completely understand. We can save time for someone else.
Right. Okay. Do you understand? Do you understand it hit a tree?
Absolutely, yes.
Because that's the feeling I get. It hit a tree. And have you got a scarf? Have you got a school scarf or something that you would have had?
No school scarf, no. the 5 boys went to school together, but no school scarf.
Okay. This boy that's talking to me, he's got brownish coloured hair, nowhere near as dark as I am. I want a bit of movement in it. He's slim, a lovely smile. Would have. It says has an untidy bedroom. Thank you very much. But would have really enjoyed life. Is that making any sense to you?
It absolutely does.
Right. Okay. And suddenly I've just heard trailer park. Have you ever stayed on a trailer park? Have you had any links with a trailer park?
No, not that I can think of.
Right. Okay. And do you understand everything I've just said there to you? How he looked?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Tall, beautiful smile, brown
Yeah.
hair,
Brown
blonde
hair.
in the summer, but brown in the winter.
Into time. All right. And do you feel that this is your son again coming in?
I'm not sure. The 4 versus 5 is really throwing me. There were definitely 5 boys.
I just wondered if there's something more he needed to be he needs to say, and that's why he's so prominent here. Has there been any movement on this? Because I just see legal documents laid in front of me.
No movement that we're aware of, but yes, waiting for legal proceedings. It's been very frustrating.
Okay, legal documents placed in front of me, and he calls it a yo-yo effect. So it seems to be going on forever.
It is.
But wants to just say to you, never give up on this. Never give up, and always remember not this sad time here, but the fun times that you shared with him. And to stay strong.
Thank you, Pauline. I think that's the message I needed to hear. Thank you.
They have a funny way of getting to me, but if you can understand that, then
I can.
I'll give that to you. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pauline. That was wonderful.
You're very, very welcome.
And for anyone who did get a message today, if you'd like to send Elizabeth a picture of your child so she can put it in the newsletter and a little write-up about your validation, that would be wonderful. Pauline will be back with us on Tuesday, December 5th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, right, Pauline?
Yeah.
Okay, and anything you want to say to end the meeting?
For me, you know, if your loved ones haven't stepped forward tonight, please don't think that they're not there, because they are. And that they come in such a rush, particularly when I'm working like this, or if I'm doing a public demonstration, they'll come in really quickly with those that really feel they've got something to say. So know they're there, trust and believe that they're there, and never hold yourself in any way guilty or punish yourself that you did something that caused something that would have put them into this despair, because they're all here today with love and to lift the energies and to go out into the world and spread happiness. That's the most important thing I want to leave you with. And bless you all, and thank you very, very much for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kathy, for helping. And everyone, please unmute and say
Thank you, Pauline.
thank you to Pauline.
Thank you very much, Pauline. Thank you.
Pauline, everyone.
Thank you, Pauline.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.